y'all? So this is Boss Anjeil. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I am not in the typical setup that I will be in because I'm actually visiting family right now. I decided to be quarantined with my family. So yeah, that's probably why it looks a little different. But yes, today I actually want to talk about what to do or what you really should be doing while you're quarantined right now. It's been a lot of different talks and a lot of posts on social media about what other people should be doing or should or shouldn't be doing, and I just kind of want to talk about it because I seen a post and I reposted it that said you should come out of this quarantine with a new skill, your business plan or your business started. Like, it's just some things that you should get out of being quarantined right now. And I tended to agree with that post, so I reposted it on my page. And then I was kind of seeing some other people take that post and like scratch out the part where it says that you should be productive right now, and a lot of people kind of counter argued and were saying that it's okay if you don't get anything done right now, or it's okay if you're not productive right now, or it's okay if you're just resting and relaxing and healing. And I want to talk about that because that's okay. That's perfectly fine. If you need to rest and you need to recharge, obviously now is the time to do it. But I really believe that like God is giving us this time to do what we need to do. And I think that original post really applied to people who don't have kids, you don't have to go to work, you just kind of sitting at home, like, but you have a business idea, and your excuse up to this point has been, well, I really want to start a photography page, but I don't have time. That's not an excuse anymore. You know what I mean? And I think that's what that post applied to. When it comes to single moms and when it comes to parents who have to homeschool their kids and then they still got to work from home, like, yeah, obviously don't put too much pressure on yourself because those are jobs within themselves. And I understand that. And I just want to talk about having balance because I think that's necessary even out of quarantine. But now that we have this time, it is important to have balance, and balance is one of the things that's really important to me. I actually dropped a collection called Balance. And there are different pillars of balance that I even wanted to kind of expound on. One of them is rest. Rest is necessary, regardless on if we're quarantined and you stuck in the house or if you just on go mode. Like, there needs to be a time in your week where you designate just for rest. Your gifts, whatever you're good at, whatever you do, your talent, you need to spend some time with that. If it's singing, spend some time singing. You have to use your gifts. It says it in the Bible, like, you are responsible for, doing your creative best with your life. You have to use your gifts. So we got rest, we got gifts. For me, it's God. I have to spend time with God. That's really number one. This is not in no particular order, but you got to spend time with God. It's no excuse now, especially not to get up and do that and spend that time, with God. And I like to journal. I like to write in my journal. We got gifts, we got God, we got rest. One of the things for me is also fellowship. Like, I don't necessarily have to be around people, but I have been like calling my cousins, calling my sisters, just calling, checking on people. Hey, what's going on? Getting on FaceTime, talking to my friends, making sure they good. Like, that's necessary. You do need that socialization. You know what I mean? You need that. I feel like I'm leaving one out, but I definitely know that it has to be a balance. And I've been having fun too. Like, it's been some nights where I'm like, okay, my work is done. I've talked to my friends. I've gotten rest. Now I'm about to have me some fun. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna turn on some music. I might have a glass of wine or whatever and just have fun. Like, I'm not about to just sit over here and just sleep all day. And I think that's what the original post was talking about. Is just like, time is not an excuse no more. And I personally feel like resting and recharging is perfectly fine, but don't just sit around and just not do nothing. Just because now you can work at your own pace, because your job is letting you work from home. That's cool. But it's like, find something productive to do. You can still be productive and still get the rest that you need. That's one thing that I just think that balance is not talked about enough in our society. You don't have to just be sleep all the time. You don't have to just be on go all the time. It's okay to have a designated time where you're on go and you working and you doing what you're supposed to do and you handling your business, and then you chill. And then you spend your time with your family. I feel like those are some of the most admirable people that I've seen. It's people that can kind of balance it all. Like, okay, they get up, they have a little time with themselves, with God, they read their Bible, they pray, they journal, and then they get up and they get their family together. The Bible talks about that. It talks about you getting up and you spending your time by yourself, getting yourself together, and then you get your family together, and then you do your work for the day. It's needed. So I don't want to ramble and go on and on, but I just kind of did want to open up the floor for some conversation about just having balance, and about it is okay in this time to be productive, but it's also okay in this time to rest, and it's got to be a balance. And now, if you have a business idea, or if you have a goal, or if you have a dream of something that you want to do, now is the time to do it. The world is literally on pause. Don't let this time go to waste. I guess is all I'm saying. Don't look up. Don't look up when all of this is over and be like, dang, everything is on go mode again. I wish I would have did this while I had that time. I wish I would have, worked on a new skill while I had that time. For me, a typical day for me, I'm working on Spanish. I'm taking a fashion class. Master class is a really good investment right now. Master class they have everything. They got photography, they got cooking classes, they got everything. And I know it's even another one, I think it's called like Skillshare, but it's no excuse. That's the only point that I want to make. Stop making excuses for yourself. Stop making excuses to not start your business, or to not go for your dream, or do what you're supposed to do. Like, it's no excuse at this point. So I just had to address that because I was just seeing some stuff on the internet, and it was like, I feel like I understand that people have jobs in home because they have kids and they still have to work, and I get that. But still take time for yourself to rest, and still take some time, because you are saving time, essentially. You know what I mean? Like, if you was to get up and drive your kids to school, and you was to drive to work, and you was to drive home from work, add up that time. How much time is that really? When I was still working, it used to take me like maybe 35, 40 minutes to get to work. So 40 minutes there, 40 minutes back, plus the time it takes for me to get ready to leave, and then the time it takes for me to wind down when I come home. I'm adding up all of that time, and it's like, how am I going to use that time differently? Am I going to use it to rest? Sometimes I might. Am I going to use it to be more productive and work on my gifts? Sometimes I might. You just have to really sit down and still continue to prioritize your time. Just because we seemingly have time on our side right now, that don't mean take advantage of it or misuse it or just sleep all day. I definitely want to encourage people to use your gifts, learn a new skill, rest, recharge, refocus, reprioritize. Like, use this time. You are going to wish you had this time when everything starts back going again. You're gonna miss this time, so use it, cherish it, spend time with your family. We need this time, you know what I mean? So the more you start to appreciate this time, and the more we understand that we need this time, and we've been needing this time, and this is just a gift from God giving us this moment in time for him to just pause everything. I love God. He can just do whatever he want to do. And at this point, I'm about to just take advantage of the fact that I have this time, and that, the world is just on pause right now, and I'm grateful for it. So I might not like it. It's not the easiest thing to not be able to get up and go when you want to, but I'm going to cherish it, and I'm going to embrace it, and I'm going to make the most of it, and I'm going to thank myself later for, what I did during this time. So y'all, I want y'all to let me know, what have y'all been doing in this time when we, everything is on pause right now? What have you guys been doing to stay sane? What have you been doing to refocus, re-strategize? If you have a business, this will be a good time to go back to the drawing board and see how your business is going to survive and thrive through this period. But yeah, let me know in the comments, like, what are you guys doing to stay productive, but also be rested? Like, I've been getting into facials. Like, I gave myself a facial the other day. Like, that was relaxing even. And just taking a bath and just relaxing. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm taking that time to relax and recharge as well. So let me know what you guys are doing in the comments. And I thank you so much for watching and tuning in. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.